As you guys know, if you've been following the channel, over the past year, we have been covering the CDL. And with champs quickly approaching, we've been covering many of the biggest teams in the league so far. We have looked at Toronto Ultra, last year's winner, Dallas Empire. And with champs getting even closer, we are going to continue with that nature. Now, as far as champs go, if you want to check it out, all of the CDL action is going to be linked down below. Go to the CDL YouTube channel. That is where champs will be taking place. That is where the winner will be crowned this year. So if you want to check out all the action, go check out over there, link down below. But as far as today goes, we are going to be looking at one of the biggest names in Call of Duty. For years, Optic has reigned supreme as one of the biggest names in Call of Duty with some of the biggest players. And today we are going to be going over the full story of Optic this year. But what's interesting is their story actually began before the season even started.
What's going on, guys? Big Optic Hex here.
So with Hex reacquiring Optic going into the CDL season, it looked like Optic had a very, very strong roster. With the GOAT himself, the King, Scump, Formal, Dashy, and Envoy coming together as the four-man squad, and going into Major 1, they were in the winner's bracket. And to start things out, they started extremely strong by 3-0ing the New York Subliners.
That is that. Optic. They get their second sweep of the CDL 2021 season so far. And we see NYSL drop down to the elimination bracket.
But things wouldn't continue so smoothly for Optic, as in the second round of the winner's bracket, they were taken out in a round 5 defeat by Dallas Empire. Moving to the elimination bracket, they were able to take out the LA Thieves, and then things didn't go so well in their rematch from the very first round, once again up against the Subliners.
Almost got to check these corners. Scump now taking the top plane. There's the first kill. The second, maybe, if he can grab it. No contest, still 2 seconds on the clock. You gotta go, baby. You gotta go. NYSL, they land it. They stick the landing, and they complete the 3-0. That is unprecedented.
And just like that, 3-0ing the Subliners in the first round to getting 3-0'd in the 5th round of the elimination bracket, Optic was out of Major number 1. Now going into Major number 2, Optic still had some good results and wound up in the winner's bracket once again, this time playing against Toronto Ultra with some not so great results.
It might just come down to Scump. Somebody has to make the play. Time starting to dwindle. There goes Scump as well. And it will be the Ultra making the craziest of results, winning out this hardpoint and taking down Optic Chicago.
And with Major 2 continuing, Optic would drop down to the elimination bracket where they would face off against Seattle and take them down. But their next match would be a very, very close one.
It's going to be attached, trying to rally across. He's going to hit Xyz. Scump is just holding. Scump is just holding. Wins the fight. Accuracy, though, they line up. They line up for accuracy, and he wins it. Are you kidding? Accuracy with the ice.
And with one big 3-piece, Optic is eliminated from Major number 2. Now, it's important to note that in both of the games where they were eliminated in this tournament, both games they were already ahead, but just couldn't quite clutch up later in the game. And this would be something you would see continuing into Major number 3, where they would actually be placed in the elimination bracket right away. However, they would have some of their best results in this tournament.
Only one player holding down the hardpoint by himself off of spawn. Apathy tosses a nade, gives a prayer. But it's not going to be answered. Scump on the flank. That's going to be 2. And that very well may have done it. Scump on the flank. The King gets it done. Finds the lane. Gets the double. And Optic are able to walk away with the hard point and stay alive in the elimination bracket here at stage 3.
And that is worst case. Dashy gets 2 throughout it, double positive. The respawns from Dashy, a thing of beauty. And Optic, they get the 3-0. They survive the streaks. Tick is going to be complete. Scump was a big one, though. Here comes the pinch. Nice work, though, of Awakening and Neptune. Scump, though, jumps around the corner, finds the kill, and with that, that could be the round. It's all coming down to Havoc. He's got to get on the point. He's got to slot the clock. 5 seconds remaining. Will he win the fight against Dashy? Yes, but Formal's up next. Envoy's here. Optic are everywhere. They're going to swarm this one. Here comes the remaining members of the Mutineers. Awakening drops as well. Oh, they stopped it for a brief second.
But it's not going to be enough as Optic get it done again. 3-1 there in the control and a 3-0 in the series.
And with this, they go to round 5 of the elimination bracket where they face off against a team who they've really struggled against. And this is an interesting one because it goes all the way to game 5, round 11.
Kleenex now looking to get the party started upstairs. Finds the first. Here he goes again. The Great Dane snaps and finds the second. The third to be had. And it's all on a one void. Nigma! He's absolutely cut to ribbons. And Toronto Ultra have just gone and smashed the round in half. With ample time to get the defuse. They didn't even need the streaks to get it done. And it was a good old-fashioned ass-kicking there on the point.
And just like that, Optic once again eliminated, and as it seems, they just can't get past that round 5 of the elimination bracket. And going into Major 4, we actually see more of the same.
2.6 seconds, and he wins the gunfight though. He's got to stay alive. Shots, he's there to get it. No one left from Optic to make the run, and it was a heroic attempt, but it was not enough. Dallas make it a 3-0 here on day 1.
So after the defeat by Dallas Empire in the winners bracket, they move down to the elimination rounds where they beat Seattle, move up against Minnesota where they win 3-1, and then in round 5, once again going up with a rematch against Dallas Empire.
Actually trying to do what he can. He has to go, but they find him. They have the close spawns, and that might be it. Envoy trying to fly.
Just a couple seconds needed, and Empire take both hard points. They take the series. Optic made enough of a run to get to their hard point, but it did not matter.
So once again, losing out in round 5 of the elimination bracket. But going into Major 5, Optic had a good run and actually had a bye into the second round of the winners bracket where they would face off against Toronto Ultra.
On the bomb, Cammy dips his toe into the fight. Takes more than a toe now as he gets involved. Kleenex finds another, and that's it. Ultra have done it. Another clinical round, another insane performance, and Express was their playground. They have had their way with Optic in this game 5, and they will move on.
So once again, getting knocked to the elimination rounds, they work their way once again back to round 5, where once again, they would face off against Dallas Empire. However, this time, they had some other plans.
Empire, look at that. 4 players every single side.
All 4 sides. Every point of the compass has an Optic player on it, and this is it. The last chance. You gotta go, and Scump's gonna hold him back. He's gonna find it. Kills a few more seconds. No one's there to do it. The pass are down. It is over. It is over.
And with seemingly feeding off the crowd, Optic finally gets past round 5 of the elimination and moves on to the elimination finals once again against Toronto Ultra.
It was 247, 135, but already it's Kleenex because of course it is. Walks into the hill, finds one that trades a rid, and GG run it up. Welcome to the grand final, Toronto Ultra. Just like that.
Now, unfortunately for Optic, the crowd could only do so much, and getting taken down in the elimination finals by Ultra, their dreams were crushed. However, going into the playoffs, Optic was in a good position. Because of their runs to round number 5 in the elimination bracket, they found themselves in the winners bracket, where yesterday they played their first game against the Subliners.
Makes his way forward. Here comes the fight. There's one. It's a 1v1. Hydra now pushing the advantage. The damage is there. The kill comes through. And it's not over as the New York Subliners prevent the reverse sweep.
And with that, Optic moved themselves into the elimination round, somewhere where they found themselves all year long. But because of that, they were pretty comfortable.
From Optic Chicago Mutineers with the final few seconds as they will be able to get a few bit of seconds over at Turtle. It's 2:47 now left, 3 more points. Mutineers are gonna have to pull off a miracle. It feels like it's just a matter of time before this slaying train continues to roll on through. Neptune inside of the hill, it's all on to him as he gets traded out. It's Dashy, and that will be it. Optic Chicago.
So with that, Optic moves on to the next day, and their dreams at Champs is still alive. With a long road of the elimination rounds ahead of them, the question is, will they be able to make the run all the way to the end. And if you want to check that out, you want to see if Optic can make it, be sure to click that link down in the description. That's where you can check out all of the CDL action over on the CDL YouTube channel. That has been the whole story of Optic this year. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. Let me know who you're cheering for down in the comments. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're